There we go. Notifications are out. What else? Where is my brain? Whoops. Uh, where is my brain? Okay. Where? What was I doing? Okay. Went live. I posted notifications. There was a third thing I was gonna do. What was the third thing? Oh, now I remember. We're probably gonna listen to some tunes as we're playing, because to be honest, I don't usually play with game audio on, but obviously I'm going to for tonight because otherwise it'd be too fucking quiet and that'd be terrible. Um, but I'll probably still have some like music going or something, just because like I'll need it for me because I've played so much WoW and just my whole fucking life that all the sounds are just like it's like background noise at this point. I've played so fucking much. Like, granted, I haven't played as much as like the really hardcore players, but like still, I've played a fucking shitload. All right. Anyways, hello, hello. I'm back. I hope everyone has had a great day. I decided we were going to play hardcore WoW tonight because I don't know. It's not that I wasn't feeling Apex. It was I don't know. I was more in the mood for WoW. Like I had the itch. I had the itch. Yep. We'll play some hardcore. I'm probably gonna kick off mage because hold on. I've got a level 16 hunter already because that's what I was doing like off stream and whatnot. That's what I was doing my own time. But I figured it'd be fun to start a fresh class. Um, I was deciding between warlock and mage because like warlock would be easier because you've got the pet. But like I see so many people playing warlock. Granted, mages get a lot of play too because portals and all that. But like, still, I see fewer mages than warlocks just because it's like less safe and all that. Yeah, we'll probably play mage tonight. But anyway, hi Saint, how you doing? How's your day going? Yep. Let me flip on the music. I got the music partly for me just because like the WoW sounds are like so ingrained in me that like it's not enough stimulus. So I want some music to like keep me in it. But yeah, if the music's too loud, just let me know. We have apple cider and we're sniping people from the bushes in your game. Fuck yeah. Sounds like a great evening. Tell them fuckers what's up. Snipe the hell out of them. They have the nerve to play the same game as you. Show them what's up. Good. I got to sleep late as per usual. And then I had a therapy appointment with with my therapist, and I was talking to him, and he had some suggestions. So like, I'm gonna try, and we'll see if it improves my sleep at all. I've ordered some paperback manga so that I can like have something non-digital to read. So like the plan is to like a half hour before like when I intend to go to sleep to step away from like all my electronics, read some paperback, and then let that sort of like eat up the last bit of energy I have, and then try to go to sleep. And then he also suggested that I actually make my bedtime like later, because like I never fall asleep before like even like 3 or something. So he's just like, how about we just have that be when you go to sleep? He's like, because even when you get into bed earlier, he's like, you're up till like 3 or 4 anyways. So how about just not even trying to go to sleep until 3, and then if you can keep it like that, and then always get up, you know, at this specific time, then it should teach your body like how to get to like a sleep faster and whatnot. So I'm like, all right. I was like, I'll try it. So we will see how all of that goes. Right? We will see how that goes. We will indeed see how things go. My books arrive tomorrow. Because I only bought a few. I only bought a few just to start to see if this will do anything or not. Because I already don't like the idea of sitting and reading. Not on paper. I prefer digital, but the screen light is part of the problem, so I'm willing to try reading on paper if it'll help me get to sleep. Because yeah, I read all the fucking time too, but just on my computer. It's usually the thing I do right before going to sleep, but since screens are part of the problem, because all the blue light and all that shit, I'm going to be willing to try paper to see if that actually helps. If switching off of digital helps my brain like shut down faster by not getting all that light stimulation and all that. But yep, that is how my day went. So, all in all, pretty alright. Alright, but let us boot into the game as our mage. I won't lie, I'm already regretting this. I mean, I'm only regretting this because I picked a class that doesn't have a pet.
Humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the
that's classic.
Legion
that's classic. It's such shit used to look.
The defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled
this is like 20 years ago.
Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions.
I mean, 15, but still. More flashbacks. Fucking PTSD and shit.
The people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields.
This lights and flashing sounds like, hey, I need healing! Where are you? Kill the monster! Where's the tank?
The kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it.
How could you lose aggro, you fucking idiot?
Traitors who
and you're just like, ah!
Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
hiding in the middle, like screaming for help. I mean, that's pretty fair. Profile. Yeah, there we go. Because that's usually what I do for LVY. I just set up one profile and I use it for all of them.
Hello, good day to you. See you later.
Need help? Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
Yeah, it is super old. But I'm like fucking pumped on nostalgia. Like, this fucking looks great to me.
Hey there. Have a good one.
I fucking grew up on this shit.
How are you? See you around. Safe travels.
What? How dare that wolf resist my fucking fireball? Like, bitch, you're level 1. Yeah, I did. I ran out of mana for spells, so I hit it with my staff. I mean, that's just like the early spellcaster experience, is that you will for sure run out of mana super quickly, so you're going to use melee. It's really funny. At least for classic, they did a ton of quality of life changes in, like, I want to say Cataclysm. So, like, they streamlined a lot of stuff. Somebody hit level 60. I find it really funny that it starts you off with more food items than mana items as a spellcaster. There we go. True. True, it just does want to make your life harder.
You need something? What can I do for you? Have a good one. See you around.
You know, it's actually really fun. I think I mentioned this, but like when I first like figured out which servers were the hardcore ones and I made a character, I died at level 1 because it had been so long since I played in the like starter zones that I forgot that they have like, you know, a variety of levels in this in like a small area. So like I was level 1 going up against a level 4 and I was like, why am I fucking dying? And then I finally like noticed, I was like, oh, because I'm attacking something I'm not supposed to be yet. I was like, I got started too early, because it's like, it'll give you the quest for it at level 1, but you're not supposed to do it until like 2 or 3. Yep, there's a warlock. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. See? I've forgotten that there are, again, multiple types of enemies here, so I was killing some of the wrong ones and not getting quest progress. Yeah, I was mentioning that when I, like, initially had figured out which, servers were hardcore ones, I died at level 1. Because I was fighting monsters that were, like, higher, like, a chunk higher level than me. Like, I was fighting something level 4 at level 1, which, in Classic, is a bad idea. And it's purely because I forgot that, because it had been so long since I played in the starter zones. I had forgotten that they had, like, a wider variety of levels in the starting zone. And you get the quest at level 1. Right? Yep. Like, I actually had a moment just like that, what was it, a couple days ago? I think it was Monday. I was, farming, like, crabs on, on my hunter, and, I was moving up the coast, and again, it got... Yeah, I know, farming crabs. But, I, was moving up the coast, and then, like, I was like, why is it getting harder? Like, why is this getting more difficult? And then, like, my pet was almost dying, I was almost dying, I was like, why is this so fucking hard? And then I looked up, and it's like, oh, because they're, like, 6 levels ahead of me, that's why. I was like level 14, and I was attacking stuff that was like level 20. I was like, that's why it's so fucking hard. I was like, alright, let me move back into the level appropriate area, because again, like, I forgot that it changes so fucking quickly.
For the Alliance. Go with honor, friend. Be careful. For the Alliance.
Hey there. See you later.
Right?
What are you looking for? Good day to you. Safe
I'll buy
travels.
more water. Yeah, this is like when I'm in my R&B kind of mood, you know? Like I said, I don't have my playlist differentiated based on like actual genre and whatnot because I can never pin what I want to listen to down. And my mood can change like super quick. Like I might be in the mood for something slow like this, and then like a minute later I might be wanting like fucking metal. So I was like, why separate it? Why fucking even bother? Why even bother to fucking do that? So it's a fucking mess. I think I already said there's over 300 songs in this playlist. It's fucking terrible.
Light be with you. Light bless you. Be careful. King's honor, friend.
There we go. Yep, conjure food and water. That'll be nice because then I won't need to Oh yeah, big books. It's got to hold all that magic knowledge. Yep. Frostbolt will be nice because it slows enemies, which means you get more hits in, but it deals less damage than Fireball. So like Fireball, like fire does more damage, but it's like, what is it? It's like, I think slower. And then Frost deals less damage, but it's faster and it slows enemies. And then I think Arcane deals the fastest. Like its cast speed is the fastest, but it doesn't have any CC effect to it. But it does contain like AoE stuff. Alright. So yeah, but Conjure water will be great because then I won't need to buy water anymore. Yep. Being able to actually create your own like sustenance is great. I honestly forgot about that about mages.
I need a target.
Mobile worker. How dare he resist 2 fireballs, that little shit. I know, right? Utterly disrespected by a kobold. Rat-faced little shit. You know, who gave you the confidence, but, can pack that shit up right now. Nah, they're fine with it. Look, they literally have candles on their head. Like, they're used to being burned. Hold on. Look it. He literally has a candle on his head. Like, he's fine. See? He likes it. Somebody else hit level 60. I mean, I suppose that's fair. He's still gonna get burnt anyway, so I guess I don't really care if he likes it or not. Oh my goodness, I'm reading the chat right here. He's like, I don't like ranged classes, so I'm on my 15th melee. Oh my god. I could not imagine having a 15th melee character. I've actually started ranged because it's specifically easier. Like, melee is so easy to get fucked up on. Like, I main melee, and I still would rather learn how to play ranged than, be a melee in fucking... in Classic. Maybe Paladin or Rogue, just because, like, Paladin... Like, what is it? This is too slow. That's better. Paladin, you've got heals. So, like, you can heal yourself, you got emergency bubbles, all that kind of shit, you're fine. Rogue, you've got stealth, and, like, I think at a certain level you get a smoke bomb that you can disengage and whatnot and run away. But it's like, with melee, it's dangerous because once you've got enemies that are aggressive and will attack you on their own, it's so easy to be like, let's say these were both aggressive, right? If I run up to attack this one, then I trigger this one as well. So, like, as melee, it's so much easier to pull more than you intend to. Which is why a lot of them do have, like, a singular ranged ability. Like, rogues get throw, and they can, like, do throwing knives. I think warriors are allowed... Like, you can learn, like, bow on warrior. Like, you can learn bow or gun on warrior and shoot for a ranged attack. And then paladins have, like, a very short ranged attack. I think it's called Judgment. And then if you play tank, you got shield throw. So there are a few options, but generally, yes, you're putting yourself at more risk playing melee than ranged. Because range, you've got more options for, like, selecting your targets and avoiding pulling more than you want to. So, my personal advice would be, like, if you're playing melee, have a ranged with you. Like, have a buddy play ranged, and that way they can pull it, you can tank it, and then you're both happy.
For the Alliance, light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
Yeah, I'm not great with magic. I don't know why, it just never really clicks for me. But, again, if it's between this and getting shit-kicked by pulling, like, 5 enemies by mistake as a melee, I'll learn magic. I'll put the effort in to learn magic. Because I really don't want to be, like, level 23 as, like a rogue or something, and then just be like, oh, well, shit, I guess I'm dead. Because a shitload of enemies just, like, start attacking you. Like I said, having that one experience, getting to, like, 1 HP on my hunter was enough. I don't need more. Because playing as melee would only be worse. See, there's 2 there. I don't want to pull both of those. Yep. So they somehow got like 3. I hate the random guild invites. I used to have an add-on to block it, but I don't think it's updated for the current classic. I think it was called Super Guild Invite, and it literally just blocked the random guild invites you would get.
It's too far away.
Right? Exactly. It's so annoying. It's like, listen, if you met me and talked to me and then invited me, I would say yes probably infinitely sooner than I would ever just take a random guild invite. Because, like, why? It's like, if we're both strangers, I don't care enough about you to invest in the guild, and you don't care enough about me to help me grow, so, like, it's a completely nonsensical relationship. Right, yep, you did tell me that. That was hilarious. It's my turn on the account. I'm going back to this guild. It's my turn on the account. I'm going back to this guild. See, they should have just merged the 2 guilds and made it easier for both of you. They should have just combined the 2 guilds and everyone would have been happy. Exactly.
I need to get closer.
Yep. Completely ignore the fact it would throw all leadership and, like, executive management of the guild, like, out the fucking window. And, like, shitloads of people would have to get used to each other, but, like, it's totally worth it, because then you and your sister didn't have to keep swapping guilds. And that's the most important thing, is your convenience. Can they really call themselves guildmates if they're not willing to merge 2 guilds in order to make your life easier? Like, for real. They want you to invest your time with them and they're not even willing to merge 2 different guilds into one? Fake friends. Like, why even bother? Right? How dare they? Yeah, the audacity to behave that way and still, like, log into the game each day. I like how there's cheering every time somebody on the server hits level 60. I didn't notice because, like I said, I usually play with no audio. But now hearing it, it's really funny to me. It's like a little stadium cheer every time somebody hits 60, just because it's such an achievement for them to not have fucking died. It's like, hey everybody, somebody didn't fail. Pretty sweaty. I can't remember what time frame, like, they were talking, like, how many hours of play in a day, but I did see someone post somewhere, like, in, I think, a Twitch chat or something, that, like, the current calculated time for, like, getting to level 60 is, like, 9 days and, like, some odd number of hours. So if it's saying if you played non-stop, it would take 9 days, that's a lot of fucking hours. Because shit gets slow after a while. But the fact that you only get one life is probably where, like, people are keeping the fucking tension. Because, like, oh my god, I was listening to somebody describe, like, the proper, like, pet behavior or whatever to do when you're in dungeons. Because, like, you know, when you're in dungeons, like, the monsters don't, like, have an aggro range. Like, once you trigger them, they'll follow you throughout the entire dungeon. They'll never, like, snap back to their original position or anything. So it's like, they're like, hey, if you've got a pet, you have to dismiss it if you're going to jump between, like, levels or whatever. So, like, if you're going to jump from, like, one bridge down to a lower bridge, dismiss your pet, because your pet will take the longest, most meandering path to you, aggroing literally everything along the way, and then you'll just have this massive wave of monsters that just show up as you're trying to clear the dungeon. So it's like, yeah, if you're going to use a shortcut, you have to dismiss your pet when you're moving between the shortcut. God, I wish I could, like, I would love to see anybody's fucking, gameplay of that. Of, like, they drop between a shortcut, and then they're like, alright, we're gonna go do this. It's like some Leroy Jenkins type shit. Just fuck up the whole dungeon for everybody. And again, if you're playing hardcore, that means, boom, you just lost everything. Could you imagine being, like, level 40-something, doing a dungeon, and then, like, you all get fucking killed because the hunter or warlock forgot to dismiss their pet? Like, you put, like, a fucking week and a half into leveling, and you lose all of it because someone didn't dismiss their pet? Right, like, that's something you'd, like... I wouldn't be surprised to be, like, to hear a story of, like, so-and-so drove to so-and-so's house and beat the shit out of them over hardcore WoW. Right? I would be surprised. I'd be like, yep, that's how that should work. It's like, if you erase, like, a week or more of somebody's work in, like, any type of context, you should get your ass beat. Like, that's just how that works. Like, if you were doing the taxes for, like, your whole family or whatever by hand, and someone, like, came in and destroyed all of it, you should be able to beat the shit out of them for it. Like, if you were rebuilding a car's engine and, like, someone came in and smashed it with a sledgehammer, you should be able to beat the shit out of them. Right? No, just like DDoS them every time they start like an enemy fight. So like every time they pull an enemy, just DDoS the shit out of them so they're like lagging like crazy and they just get killed by the enemy because they're not fighting back. They're like, alright, I'm gonna attack these mobs here, and it's like, oh no, I'm lagging. And then they just come back, like when it finally lets them back in, they're just dead, and then just do that every time. And then stop doing it so that they think it's fixed. And then just like when they get to like back up to like 40s, 50s, and like maybe even nearing 60, like level 59, and they're like half a bar to like 60, and the instant they pull something, like you just or you could play, oh my god, I just thought of a worse one. You could play Hunter, run around, grab a ton of stuff, run up to them, and then feign death. Because if they do even 1 point of damage to anything, they have all the aggro, and then you just feign death, and then boom, they've got it all.
Hello. Good day to you. See you around. Safe travels. See you later. Have a good one. See you later.
Evil? Maybe. I don't know.
Hello. See you around.
Yes, I agree. I could easily be a supervillain simply because I love vengeance so much. So like even just imagining somebody doing something that screwed me up, I would definitely just be like vindictive as hell about it.
The Alliance.
Oh, you've got a story about pettiness? Oh, let me hear it. Let me hear it.
I need more mana.
I think so, but maybe not. I'm not sure. It's not ringing too much of a bell, but just from what you put there, I can totally picture it. I can totally picture the type of person they are and, like, how much of a pain in the ass they would be. Like, how the fuck are you gonna ask somebody to sell you shit that, like, they don't want to sell? Like, that's weird. And then being a dick about it. Like, that's weird. Like, I could understand asking the first time, being like, hey, this thing right here is super cool, could I buy it from you? And you're like, oh no, like, that, like, we want to keep that because it means a lot to us, or we just don't want to sell it, or fucking any other reason. And a normal person should be like, oh, okay, I understand. Like, if it isn't a unique thing, where did you buy it so that I could also procure it? And you know, people like that usually want to buy shit off you and pressure you, always want to buy it at a super cheap price. What? Called your partner selfish for not downloading a game for them after they got their internet canceled. Like, the fuck are you talking? Like, get the fuck out of here. But you want to use people's data for free because your ass can't pay a bill. That's fuck. Like, no, get the fuck out of here. If you can't handle paying your own bills, then don't have the service.
Hello. Have a good one. See you later.
Didn't pay the internet bill, but turned around and bought Hogwarts Legacy. So you got new game money, but you ain't got fucking bill money. That's not how that works. Like, you gotta, if you can't handle your bills, then you don't get to buy luxuries. Like, I don't even understand, like, oh, man, these people clearly, all right, I try not to slight people like this, but this is just some shit that I need to say. Like, people like this clearly weren't raised right. Because, like, there's no, like, self-respecting parent that lets their kid go that oblivious to responsibility and then go out into the world. Like, that's crazy. Like, I couldn't imagine having a child, raising them, and at no point being like, hey, when you have responsibilities, like, you need to make sure you take care of those before you do anything fun, because if you let them build up, you'll end up without a home, without food, without without being able to do any things you want to enjoy, and then you'll be worse off than when you started. So it's like the 10 minutes it takes to pay your bills, or like waiting a week to buy a game so that you can make sure you have a bill paid and then buy the game like the next week, will be better than just giving that instant satisfaction to buying the game and then not having the bill. Because it's like, because he bought Hogwarts Legacy, right? But he's got no fucking internet, so what's he playing it on? It's like those people that buy like a bunch of upgrades for their car but never pay the car loan. So it's like, wait, it's like you owe 10 grand to the dealership for your car, but you spent 30K on modifications. He let his mortgage lapse and had to refinance? Like, oh my god. Wow, what a fucking parasite. That is wild. So now he's just harassing your entire friend group. Borrowing their car? Okay, your friends moved to a new house, came with a brand new fridge, but they ended up getting a different new fridge for free. Okay. Let me guess, he was like, hey, yo, you gonna give me this fridge, right? It's like, because it's free, so you're just gonna give me this fridge for free, right? Right? Yeah, that definitely wouldn't be the fucking obvious thing that he'd do. Right? Bro, I couldn't imagine not even offering to pay. Like, even if they said no and gave it to him for free, like, not even making the offer to pay for it. So yeah, props to you being like, hey, yo, I'll buy it from you, like, tell me the price. Because they're probably like, oh, shit, somebody who, like, a friend who's actually looking out for us. You know, we got this fridge, like, we can sell it, make a little bit of money, because we just got this house, that'll help us in the fucking overhead. I'm really hoping that, like, I'm hoping that, like, your friends said yes right in front of him. Right, exactly, like, because that's courtesy. Like, that's just not taking advantage of your friendship, you know? Because, like, even if for argument's sake, like they insisted on giving it to you for free, like, you would get them back because, like, you had every intention of, like compensating them. So even if it wasn't money, it'd be like, you'd help them with something, or, like, you'd do something to give them, like, a benefit for having given you that fridge or whatever. That is... God, that's going to be so fucking hilarious. When he finds out that you're, like, purchasing it. Like, I can only imagine he is going to throw a world-class hissy fit. Right? Yeah, because it's definitely not that he's trying to manipulate everybody into giving him shit for free when he doesn't deserve it, or being, like, decent or courteous, and, like, people just don't want to deal with him because he's a piece of shit. Nope. Everyone's out to get him. It's like, no, bro, you're responsible for the circumstances that you're currently in. Like, you didn't want to handle your business. Like, you didn't want to handle your business. You wanted to take advantage of shit. People didn't let you, and this is what happened. $200 for a new fridge? That is a great fucking deal. Like, that is a great fucking deal.
How are you? Hey there. Safe travels. See you around.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely his fault that he couldn't scrape together... Right. So yeah, the fact that this dude couldn't even make the offer
You need
to buy
something?
it just shows that he does not value anybody's friendship.
Have a good one.
Like, clearly everybody's just an extension of what they can do for him.
How are you? Safe travels.
Right. Right, like, yeah, like, you're not doing it saying, like, hey, I'm doing this for you, so you will do something for me. It's I'm, I'm doing this for you, so I hope that you'll return the favor. Like, it's not the expectation of a failure, or, not failure, it's not the expectation of a favor, but it's, like, the courtesy understanding that everybody involved wants to help each other. So, like, you're all willing to do something in return because, like, that's your moral, you know? So you're not demanding a return on the favor, but you're all giving it because that's how you would want to be treated. So, like, you reciprocate the behavior that you would like to receive. Right. Yep, and as soon as like a snake finds out that people act like that, like they fucking slither in and try to steal as much as they can.
What can I do for you?
Because then, like, in your brain, you're like, yeah, I should help them out if they're in need, because, like, you know, I'd want to be helped out if I was in need. So, like, you're trying to look out for them and be, like, a friend and whatnot because that's what you would want. But they're like, haha, I have no intention of reimbursing this because why not? Like, why fucking would I? It's like, because if you try to ask me for something in return, I can just call you selfish and say that how dare you expect something just because you did something or whatever. It was like that whole rant I went into about good faith and bad faith. Wait, so it's something they've started doing, like, in recent years? That's unfortunate. It always sucks when, like, a friend changes for the worst.
What can I do for you? See you around.
I can actually sympathize with that because, like, one of my brothers has kind of done that. Like, he's still a pretty solid guy, but, like, his behavior's taken kind of a turn in years, and it's just like, damn, it's just a bummer because, like, I know he could be amazing, but yeah, it's just what happens, you know. Sometimes people want to just be what they end up turning into, and it's like, all right, dude, if you want to be that, that's fine, but you got to accept the consequences that come with being that. Have you guys tried giving him an intervention? That's good. So, like, your partner's like setting the boundary and being like, this shit is not gonna fly. That's too bad. I mean, you've done what you can. You've mentioned that the behavior is not like conducive to the continuation of your guys' friendship, and if he decides to not change, then losing those friendships is what he should expect because he's already been told. Damn it. Because you didn't ambush him, it wouldn't come out of nowhere. So if he's not listening and y'all stop being friends with him, then that's, you know. Right. So basically, they're getting frustrated because they can't go tit for tat because their partner isn't as assertive as your partner is. Well, that's how shit goes. Ah, okay, that makes sense. That's too bad. I mean, maybe y'all should have an intervention with them and be like, "Hey, you you gotta find your line. Like, what is the absolute like limit that you'll reach in order to be like, you know, fucking clean it up or get the fuck out?" And like support them so that if they do end up making that decision, they don't feel like they're completely on their own by like kicking that person out or whatever. Because sometimes people who are too nice for their own good need like a push to like, you know, make the decision that like they want to make. But like for whatever reason just haven't like pulled the trigger on it. But again, it's something you'd have to talk to them about and what they want. Because you definitely don't want to like overstep and like, you know, push them into doing something that they don't want to and all that. Right. Right, and that's like where I would recommend like maybe just like if you're ever out with it, like if you or your partner are ever with them like on their own, right, and just be like, listen, like let's talk about like where the limit of like this is, like what is it that you want, and like how can we help you as your friends get you there. Yeah, but then other times, yeah, sometimes you just gotta let things take their course. So if they decide they're fine with things being the way they are, I mean, then that's just what it's gonna be. And again, they'll have to live with the reality that they allowed to happen. That's fair. Yep, as long as you've made your boundaries clear, then, again, however other people want to behave is on them, as long as they can accept the consequences. Like you said, y'all have made your position known, so anybody who tries to disrespect that better be ready for the fucking shit to hit the fan. Because all you'll have to say back is like, hey, we warned you.
What are you looking
Like,
for?
we let y'all know what was up.
Be careful. Well met. Light bless you. Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
Alright, we've cleared out Northshire. So now we can head towards Goldshire. God, fucking Goldshire. I still remember, a long-ass time ago when I learned what actually happens in Goldshire. On, like, the roleplay servers and shit.
How are you?
The infamous Moon Guard and all that. And I was like, God damn. Y'all have too much fun. Y'all need to chill. Yeah, imagine... I mean, yes, because that's what they did. That is exactly what they did. You hit the nail on the fucking head. That is exactly what they did. Yep. You were exactly correct. You know, I feel that because I have the same shit happen to me pretty often, so I feel your pain. I get it. I feel you.
Light be with you. Need help? For the Alliance. Be careful for the Alliance.
Oh, this is blacksmiths.
Hey there. See you later.
I mean, probably. There's only 2 hardcore servers. Like, look, right there. Stripper. Like, we're here for literally 2 minutes and there's a stripper.
You need something? Safe travels. See you later. Have a good one. Looking for something specific? Safe travels.
Yeah. Right there. Dancing on a table.
How are you? See you around.
Yep. I'm gonna head over to Stormwind real quick so I can pick up my professions. I mean, Here's all you need to know. Yes, fucked up shit happens in Goldshire. It always has, and it always will. That's it. That's all the process that you'll need. I mean, you're not wrong. Technically, you don't need to know anything. But if you don't know anything, I'd recommend having a caretaker, because going through life ignorant can get dangerous. This was a mistake. I mean, it's fine. It's not like we're gonna hang out in the Goldshire Inn. I got quests to do. I got shit I want to do. I ain't got time for goofy shit. I mean, maybe. That very well could be something someone who would hang out in Goldshire Inn would say. Except, you're seeing me in real time not hanging out in Goldshire Inn. So until you can prove that my words aren't true, they are.
Hello. Have a good one. See you around. Good day to you. Safe travels.
Yep, so far. Everything's true until it's proven false. Or vice versa, depending on how you want to look at things. You could say that everything's bullshit until someone proves that it's not bullshit. Depends.
You need something? Safe travels. Good day to you. See you around. King's honor, friend. Farewell. Open for business. Light bless you.
There we go. I downed some wine and now I'm tipsy. More drunk than I'll ever get in real life. Honestly, the drunkest I've ever gotten... The drunkest I've ever gotten is like not even tipsy, just to where the point where your face starts to feel a little hot. But that's about it.
What can I do for you?
Greetings.
See you later.
Go with honor, friend.
Melatonin time? That's fair.
Elun adore.
Get your medicine so you can start getting into rest mode and all that stuff. There we go. Now, where
You
is
need something?
the enchanter? I gotta find the enchanter. Because I've got tailoring now. So I'll be able to make cloth. Crap. Oh, nice. Somebody named Mithril got to level 60. That's cool if they actually got the name Mithril. Yeah, that sounds like that'd be like one hell of a fucking experience. Oh, here's the enchanting.
King's honor, friend. Good day to you, honor, friend. See you later.
Enchanting. Dischant.
Step on up. Have a good one.
I got my professions. I wasn't even paying attention to somebody's name. Biggest titties. I mean, it could always be worse. I'm sure we'll encounter worse names probably even within the next hour still. Actually, I have to make sure that I have the flight path for this. I mean, the ramifications would be going blind. I mean, would it be worth losing sight forever just for a few silly names? I mean, I'm just saying, it's just something to think about.
What can I do for you? Light bless you.
Probably the biggest ramification I can think of. Just think of them as silly goofballs, and it'll probably, I don't know, be less weird. Oh, nice. There's a level 60 rogue. Good for them. I couldn't imagine trying to raid on hardcore, because, like, I think I've said it before, like, imagine, because, like, so many raids are, like, performed around the fucking notion that you're going to die. So, like, you only get one shot at every boss. I couldn't imagine seeing, like, I'm sure a guild would manage to do it, like, super pro players, but, like, or having just, like, a sheer volume of people. So it's like let's say you're doing like a fucking 40-man raid or something, and like 3 people die during the boss fight, just having like people on the bench to replace them as you're going in. So just like refilling your losses like in real time. We're almost back into our questing area. There we go.
I'm out of range.
This is the slow version. Fargo Deep Mine. I honestly don't remember. I think I was just calling out this zone because it's called Fargo Deep Mine, and then one of the quest objectives was like scout through the mine. Yep. Yep. You remember that person we saw dancing in the inn? They're now calling out people in the zone chat to come check them out. Like, hey, come watch me dance. It's like, how about no?
Not enough mana.
Yep. Some people just be wild like that. Alright, sounds good. Paladin almost got themselves killed by, like I said, being a melee and pulling too much. They had 2 on them and they almost fucking died. Yep. I gotta be careful, I shouldn't get too deep into the mine. Because these guys are gonna respawn. Alright. Yeah, they do. They're obsessed with their candles, I don't know why. Oh, dang it, I hadn't yet. Yeah. I had them saved too, I had a doc for it. Can you post them again? Because, like, I had them saved on, like, a notepad, and then I've, like, had to restart my PC since. And I forgot to, like, save the page. Honestly, I might just load it up now. I mean, now would be a good time. Yeah, hold on. Let me move to a spot where I won't get murdered. Okay, I shouldn't get murdered here. Okay. YouTube. Let's listen to Violet. Let me know if let me know if it's too loud. Ooh. This is pretty neat. Yeah, her voice is real solid, so I can see why you'd like them. Like, it's pretty dope.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to back off. There we go. That warlock's being nice and helping. Pulling that second one off of me. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that one was a pretty solid cover. So let's hear the other artist. Alright. Yeah, they definitely come off very different, despite being the same song. It's pretty dope. Okay. I don't think I've heard that one. Like, even... Like, I don't know if that's also a cover, if that's, like, one of their original songs. But I have not heard that song title before.
Hello. Safe travels.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
Huh.
Well met.
That's neat.
Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
How are you? Have a good one. See you later.
Neat. Yeah, those are both really interesting covers. Like, if I'm going to be completely honest, I think I still prefer the original. But both of those artists' voices are really, really distinct and, like, nice to listen to. So I could definitely see myself hearing more of their music, because they're really good. Oh, here we go. We got some fucking, what is this, 90s throwback? Yeah, that can definitely be a big influencer too. Because what is it? I think there's an Ed Sheeran song that I like the cover of for the exact same reason. Is I heard the cover before the original. Like I heard the cover and I really, really liked it. Like I just fell in love with the cover. It was so good. And then I was like, you know what? I've never heard the original version of this song. And then I heard the original version. I was like, nope, this one just doesn't feel right. And it's like, yeah, it doesn't feel right because it's not the first one I heard.
What can I do for you? See you around.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
Right? I agree. Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's uncommon the fact that I like both versions that I have in my playlist of Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, like, equally. Because, like, they are distinct from one another, but the fact that, like, I don't know, they somehow hit, they both hit in the right way that I can't pick one over the other.
I supply only the finest goods. For the Alliance.
Hello. See you around.
You know what? That's a pretty solid theory. Hold on. There we go. I accidentally switched off my hood, but, I forgot those keybinds actually do something in WoW. Whoops. Goddamn mage tower.
Greetings.
There we go.
For the Alliance.
Fireball rank 2, so that'll be a good like jump-in damage. Fire blast, that'll be good. Conjure food will be useful. What are we doing? Yep. Made some pants.
Good day to you. Have a
Open
good
for
one.
business.
Buy a copper
See you
rod,
later.
and then when I get the enchanting things, I can make a rune copper rod. I don't feel like buying the mats because they're really expensive. Well, they're expensive for low levels. I'm poor. I'm so poor. There. I don't need those minerals. At least not yet. We'll see. I might need them later, but for now I don't. True. I forgot that was a thing in Stormwind. Oh my god, there's so much fucking noise. Oh cool, my silver bar sold like immediately. But what was it? But yeah, I completely forgot that Stormwind actually does have like the church bells go off at the hour. Nice. There's a steady stream of people hitting level 60, so that's cool. Yeah, it is a pretty neat touch.
Hey there. You need something? See you later.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
Alright. Pick up some more quests.
Hey there. You need something? Safe travels.
Well met. Be careful.
Alright. Vineyards.
Good day to you. Have a good one.
Yeah, getting that upgraded fireball and fire blast was a good jump in damage. Except for when they resist 2 of the abilities. Eats plenty of mana, but it's fine. I can make my own mana, so... Because that was the annoying part, like, because I was playing Druid before, like, when I didn't know what server was hardcore or not, and I was accidentally on just the regular classic and not the hardcore. I spent, like, a good amount of time playing as Druid, and I was like, oh, right, Druids drain mana super fast, and, like, regen it super slow. I was like, that's not fun. Whereas at least as mage, I can, like, I can conjure my own, beverage to regen mana. Like, druids can't do that. So you're, like, consistently spending money on, drinks. Oh, cool. I got a bag. There we go. 6 additional inventory slots. Druids. So, like, druids can be ranged casters, but after, like, level 10, like, that's when you start getting your shapeshift forms. So you can be a tank or DPS melee as a druid, depending on which shapeshift form you want. So you can, like, either be ranged DPS, healer, or, like, tank or melee damage. So like Druid has the most versatility out of any class in Classic because you've got 4 roles you can do. Tank, melee damage, range damage, and healer. So it's got like the most versatility. And like even if you go with like no matter what path you go, like you've got most of the same abilities available. So it's like even if you're doing range damage, you still have access to your heals. So like you can still heal yourself even if you're doing range damage, or if you're doing melee damage, like if you, because there's a cat form you get. So if you're doing melee damage, you can just shapeshift out of cat form, throw heals on yourself, and then swap back into cat form and go back to doing melee damage. So it's like druids have the most versatility of like what they can do. So that's the benefit of them. It can take a decent amount of skill. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't recommend playing Druid because you're likely to get overwhelmed by all the available choices. Because like, if you've got gear that's meant for a healer, but you're playing as like melee DPS, you're not going to be doing efficient damage.
How are you? See you
Or
around.
if you've got like melee damage gear on, but you're doing range damage or healing, you're not going to be doing that as effective either. So it's like you got like
See you
it's
later.
something you would want to have a decent idea of what you're building towards ahead of time, if that makes sense. And I say that from experience because like when I played vanilla WoW, like back in the day, like in the original vanilla, that's what I did. I screwed up because I didn't know what I was doing. I literally didn't know how to play the game until the second expansion. So like I fumbled my way through vanilla WoW, Burning Crusade, and like the majority of Wrath of the Lich King. Like I did not know what the hell I was doing until like I fucking like through happenstance was. But I think I've told the story about how I met my first guild. Because once Wrath came out, I was like because I played Hunter through vanilla and Burning Crusade because it was the easiest class to get to get a decent understanding of, or even just play if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. But once Wrath came out, that's when the Death Knight class came out, and I was like, yes. I was like, Death Knight? That's so fucking edgy. I have to be a Death Knight. An undead knight? Like, that sounded so fucking cool. And it could be any race because, like, Death Knights weren't specific to any race. So you could be anything and be a Death Knight. So that was fucking awesome. And then the only unfortunate thing, like, because the advantage of being Death Knight is yes, I would instantly be motivated by edgy characters. I will not pretend that that isn't the case, and I feel no shame for it. But what was it? Like Death Knight, you start at level 55, but you need to have a character that's at least level 55 on the same server. And I think they eventually just made it account-wide. But yeah, anyway. So you get to start at level 55, so you don't have to start from level 1, which was a huge advantage at the time. The only problem is your profession still needed to be started from, like, level 1. So, like, like I had to be like I wanted to do mining and blacksmithing, so like I had to start from level 1, so I had to go all the way back to the beginning zones as like a level 55 and just like farm my way through every zone until I got to like my actual current level, and then I could like move on with leveling. So I spent like weeks literally just like mining and blacksmithing until I got my level to like to my current level of gear. And while I was doing that, there were some other people mining in the same area, but we were being like respectful to each other. We weren't trying to steal each other's like mining nodes. So like we managed to hit it off like that. Oh yeah, it was super tedious. That's why like one of the quality of life changes they made in, I think it was Cataclysm. I think it was the following expansion. I think it was Cataclysm. One of the quality of life changes they made in one of the either Cataclysm or one of the ones after it is you no longer needed to be a specific mining or a specific gathering level to gather something. So like you could mine or like gather herbs or fish or whatever at any level, and it would just keep giving you levels until you out leveled whatever the maximum level for that node was. So like for like an example, like let's say mining copper goes from like mining level 1 to like mining level 30. Like you would go till you're 30 and then you would no longer gain levels out of it. But if there was another one that was like minimum level 70 mining, like previously you couldn't mine it until you were at least mining 70, right? But then with the new way, you could mine it at any mining level, so even mining level 1, and you would keep gaining levels until you reach the maximum of it. So like if it was like 70 to like 100, you could start from 1, mine only that type of resource, and get from 1 all the way to 100. So it was a massive quality of life change because it benefited classes that started at higher levels like Death Knight, because then they didn't have to go all the way back to the fucking starting zones and like, you know, do production or spend a shitload of money. That was the other thing. You would either have to manually, like if you were broke, you'd have to manually go around the world collecting resources and grinding levels. And then if you had money, you could just sit at the auction house, buy the resources, and then do it there. But me, I was poor. So I had to do it manually. But that's where I met my first guild mates. And they're the ones that, anyway, that was a long-ass roundabout way of me saying meeting those people by doing that, all of that bullshit was like how I learned to play the game. Because then someone in their guild I also became friends with, and he like gave me the rundown on what each, like, because back then I didn't know what each of these stats meant. I didn't know what strength was for, agility, intellect, spirit, I didn't know how any of this shit factored into like anything. To me, this was all just numbers. I didn't know anything about anything. And they're the one that actually sat me down and like gave me the rundown on what was important for the characters I was playing and why it was important. Because again, this was back in like fucking like 2000s and shit, like 2000s, early 2010s. So like I was still in like fucking high school, so I didn't have the wherewithal to think to just search the internet. Plus, there weren't as like many comprehensive guides as there are now, and it was like way before YouTube and shit.
How are you? You need something? Safe travels. See you around.
Yeah, there were a ton of quality of life changes that have come along the way, which, you know, some people agree with, some people don't. That's why they brought back like World of Warcraft Classic, because some people missed the old ways of doing things. Because like these skills for like defense, stabs, unarmed, all this stuff, they got rid of all this, and all that was leveling was professions. So like you didn't need to, because your proficiency level determines like your accuracy with your weapons. So like if I started, like, because my wand is level 1, if I picked up a wand right now and started using it, I probably wouldn't be able to hit anything for a while until I leveled it up to higher proficiency, especially if I was fighting higher level monsters.
Well met. Safe travels.
So yeah, over the years, they definitely made World of Warcraft more accessible to like beginner type players, which I never had an issue with. Because again, after running for a certain amount of time, you do need to just make certain like overhauls to your system to keep it fresh. Because like, think about like when you're like 5 expansions in, and like your weapon proficiency would go from like, because right here it's 1 to 35. So like when I reach level 60, this will probably, I think it's 250 it caps at level 60. But like if you were like 4 expansions in, this would be like 1,000. So could you imagine needing to get like 1,000 levels with like a weapon in order to be able to hit a monster just because you decided to switch from like swords to like a pole arm or something? So yeah, the system has gone through a number of overhauls over the years just to like, 1, keep it fresh, 2, make it accessible to newer players, and 3, to not just be like so like bogged down with like, you know, like fat, I guess. You know, just like excessively like that's not necessarily useful, but just like so much like such a large gap between start and like end, you know what I mean? It's also why they did the number shrink, because like I think the 5th expansion, the max level was like 120, and then they eventually shrunk, like they did a number shrink where like when the next expansion came out after that, they crunched everything back down to like level 60 being the max, which involves a shitload of math on how everything fucking works still, because like your damage would scale differently depending on your level, and the scaling got like really weird. But it's like grinding to like level 120 felt like for fucking ever. I think back when level 100 was the max, I leveled like 6 characters back to back from like level 1 to max, just to like make alternate characters that I could use to help my guild out, and it literally burnt me out on leveling characters. I couldn't do it anymore. Like once I maxed out the final one that I was working on, I was like, I'm never doing this again. I was like, I hate this. I was like, I'm never doing this again. Yeah. So I basically grinded the equivalent of like somewhere between 400 and 600 levels in like the span of a couple months. Which was an extremely stupid thing to do. but I did it. And it murdered my motivation for doing it. Like, honestly, I can't even, even after the numbers shrink and they made everything super easy, just trying to level a new character on like a new server or something, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was like, I was like, I can't. Like, I get flashbacks. I survived, but at what cost? But yeah, a lot of the classes they've added over the years are really neat. Like, my favorite's still Death Knight. Like, partly because it's so edgy, but also it just clicked the best for me. Like, there's certain like, you know how it is, like, when you find a type of playstyle and class of thing or whatever that just fits you so perfect. Yeah. Skyrim is an awesome game. I love dual wielding in Skyrim, whether it be like magic spells or swords. I love doing both. The day I learned that I could use 2 spells, I fucking lost it. I was like, I can use 2 spells? And then just like, oh my god. That's fair. Like, Skyrim's fucking solid. Which is why, like, because Skyrim was so good, that's why everyone's so fucking excited about Elder Scrolls 6 whenever they decide to announce it in the next, like, 40 years. There we go. I also love the dragon shouts. That was fun. Aw, I can't open the chest. I won't. Won't let me. Oh, is it because I'm in combat? Oh shit, I gotta get out of here. If I aggro that gold tooth who respawn, I'm gonna get fucking murdered. Shit. Don't aggro me. Go away. Go away. Go away. There we go. Alright. Now I can heal. Whew. Damn. That one was gonna get iffy there. I also just love how much shit there was to do in Skyrim, too. Like, God, the amount of hours you could put in that game and still not complete everything was nuts.
Hello.
And then for people who played on
How are
PC,
you?
the mods you could do.
Have a good one.
Alright. I'm gonna go back to Goldshire, turn in this quest, and then we'll call it there. Like, we're almost to level 8. William.
Hello. See you later. Safe travels.
Need help? Light bless you.
Make the shirt. Then cloak. There we go.
I buy and trade. Go with honor, friend.
Alright, but yep. This is where we will stop for the night. We got a decent start on this mage. Only 53 more levels to go. But yeah, honestly, I'll probably switch over to playing my hunter once I get off stream. Like, I'll save the mage for stream, and then I'll probably just keep playing my hunter when I'm off stream. Yeah, only. God. So many levels left. But the fun thing about mage is you can teleport to different major cities when you get higher levels. So, like, there'll be a lot of mobility I can do. And people also just buy portals. So, like, I can sell that service and just, like, make a little bit of money doing that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting mechanic. So, this mage will be fun. But on that note, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here, and then, I don't know, I guess just fucking chill out for a few hours before it's my new bedtime. My new, like, therapist-assigned bedtime. Okay, I'm glad this was fun to watch, because I was worried about ever playing, like, an MMO or anything. Like, I was worried that it'd be too boring to watch. I was worried it wouldn't be interesting enough versus, like, the types of games that, you know, that I usually play. It is a relief to know that it was interesting to watch. Yeah, well, if there's anyone else that doesn't like it, they better speak up, otherwise... Oh, fucking well. True. Who knows? Oh, well. Like I said, all I care about is that it's interesting and that, like, me, you, anyone else here is all having a good time chilling and all that. That's the important thing. Is that it's a good and chill time. That's my goal. So as long as it's that, I'm succeeding. Okay, cool. That is good to know. But like I said, on that note, I'm gonna kick myself off here. Yep. Have fun feeding your dogs and passing away. Have a great night, Saint. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Take care. Have a good Thursday as well. Take it easy. And to everyone else who hung out with us tonight, thank you for taking the time to stop by, hang out, chill. Appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, whichever it happens to be for you. I hope you all have a great Thursday. I will be back on Friday with, I'm honestly not sure. I might do another Apex night, because one, I think that event's still going on, and two, you know, never hurts to play some Apex, get some fast-paced gaming in. Keep myself all fucking twitchy. Yep. Take care, and hopefully I will catch y'all next time.